YouTube's happening. It is Monday, December 8th, and I know you're a little confused. You're like, "What do you mean like, what does that mean? Like, why is the colors different? Why is it all of them?" Because if you haven't seen the schedule, it is kind of weird. I have NFL pulled up. We have one game happening. It's Monday Night Football. We know this. We're used to it. NBA only has 3 games going on. What? 2 tomorrow, 2 Wednesday. Weird. NHL only has 5 games happening, and then college hoops has a whatever the hell this is, 6 games, because this one doesn't count because that's not a real team. Come on, that's a made up created team. So yeah, we have a grand total of 15 bettable games today in the main 4 sports that I do videos for. So to make it easy on me and you as well, I'm just gonna do straight up a whole video of all of them mushed together. Why not? We'll do NFL first, then NBA, then NHL, then we'll do college hoops. So that's the order they'll be in. So you can jump around if you want to, find the sport you want. It's all there. So I figured this would be easier than trying to do like a bunch of small videos. We'll just do that. So enough yapping. Let's go ahead and jump to the NFL right now. All right, so we're in the NFL first, and we're going to do Eagles Chargers. You can see his Eagles currently 2.5-point favorites on the road with a 42.5 total. Cool. Pop over to our sheets. We look at the numbers. We see 8-4 versus 8-4. Great matchup on paper overall, you think. Then we see 13v4. Chargers have the 4th best pass defense in the last 3 weeks, basically. But they have not been doing good passing the ball. So they're only getting for 147, only 4.9 yards per pass. That ain't good at all either. So a lot of short passes, not many yards. Eagles are 25th on pass defense, allowing 245. So there is some success potential there if they cancel out really. So let's be real. 13v4, Hurst is going to have a little bit of a hard time passing. We know that. You can tell easily. 24v11 and 17v30. The main thing that stands out here is going to be 17v30. Philadelphia is giving up 160 yards on the ground, which is the 3rd worst in the NFL in the last 3 weeks. Chargers could take advantage of that. Maybe. What we need to do is pop over and look at some depth charts. That's what we're going to do now. So Chargers depth chart. You see Herbert's questionable. Do we have an update on Herbert? We'll look at injuries here in a second. So just to get an idea, everyone else is there. So let's kind of look and see what's the news on Herbert. Anything new? Justin, left hand is questionable. He's questionable he's a righty. This is his non-throwing hand. Why wouldn't he play? Wrap it up. You'll be all right. So if he doesn't play, that means Trey Lance is going to go out there, and I mean Trey Lance looked good in preseason, but have we even seen him in the regular season the past couple of years? I don't think we have. I think we've seen nothing but preseason action, and people got really hype over it. So let's see what happens. So let's pop over to the Eagles side right there, and we see Hurts, Barkley, Brown, the usuals, fullbacks IR. Lane Johnson still out, big deal there. Jalen Carter out, big deal there as well. So a couple big pieces out for the Eagles. So what we're going to do is pop over here to our props now. This is Outlier, link in the pin comment. Click assignment. Go get you a week for free. It's all the sports, all the highlighted ones. You get all of them for a week. It's awesome. So we look at the 80%. We want to see if anything looks good. So passing against the Eagles, you could look at Hampton. You could. He does a little bit of everything. Is he the he, huh? Okay, wait. So see, this is where I'm confused. So see, we got a Marion Hampton getting a lot of odds here, but then you got ESPN, the damn depth charts. I'll tell you. Look, where's it at? This is ESPN's depth chart. They got the man on the IR. What? Hampton is list is questionable from a 9th game. Then make him questionable. Why give him an IR tag? Come on, ESPN. You got to do better on the injuries. I swear. You're partnered with RotoWire. Why can't you figure it out? So, anywho, yeah, let's go back to depth chart. Who's gonna Vidal's listed as a starter with Jarrett Patterson with Hampton, but Hampton has all the odds. I don't know. It's annoying. I swear. Cooper DeJean tackle assist. We'll take a look at that. Jalen Phillips tackle assist. We'll look at that. Dicker the kicker, always a good play, always a good one. I like taking him. I'm not taking none of this Hampton stuff. I'm not doing it. And Tui to the Pluto, you know who this is. Let's look at him for a sack. And then we'll look at some other ones like Barkley and whatnot. So DeJean is at 5.2, average up to 4.5. Don't love that. We're not going to take it. Jalen Phillips tackles assist 3.8. I put a 0 there? I can't do that. Dicker the kicker, 2-2 is 3-2, 3-2, then a 1 against Vegas. It was 31. They scored 31 points when I needed 1 field goal. Today, I think they're going to need some more field goals. So I probably will take Dicker the kicker. So let me go ahead and clear my list from yesterday, which was an average day. It wasn't bad. It could have been better. It could have been worse. So kind of just a day. I think we were 1 game over 500, which, hey, we'll take it. Better than nothing, right? So first play, Dicker. over 1.5 field goals made, and we can get that for 127 on X. I like that. 127, that works for me. Let me look at the other odds. Yeah, 127 works. So we'll take him for sure. Go away. Sacks 11102. Damn, he has 5 sacks in 5 games. Not bad. Can he get to Hurts though? Is the question. He is a linebacker. That's questionable. He needs one for plus 101. That's not bad. How's he done all year? Not bad. He had 4 in a game against the Giants. Damn. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He has 10 sacks. I mean, I bet on Miles Garrett to get 2 yesterday, and he had 1, so, that was fun. If this was like plus 130 or 40, I might go for it, but I'm not gonna chase that. I'm not loving that, so let's keep going. What else we got? Like I said, let's go look at some of the stars and see what we got. We'll grab, Herbert, we'll grab Keenan Allen, we'll grab, McConkey. Let's grab Devonta. Let's grab AJ Brown. I took Devonta last time, thinking one of the 2 will pop off. Yeah, one of them did. AJ popped off. So let's grab Barkley, Mr. Madden curse himself, and then let's grab Hurts as well. We'll just click around some of these and see if anything kind of looks good. So see, passing yards have not been good for him recently. So I don't know if I want to do it. So yeah, I don't want to take that at all. So, you even run the ball anymore? No, you've done nothing the last few weeks. Not that you've had to. I mean, you've been doing good. Well, I mean, Jackson whooped your ass 2 weeks ago. You whooped the Vegas's ass, who now has the number 1 pick potential instead of Tennessee. Weird, I know. And they beat Pittsburgh, so I'm not going to take that. Keenan Allen, if I'm not taking Justin Herbert to throw the ball, I'm damn sure not taking Keenan Allen or McConkey to catch the ball because I can't trust them. So that ain't consistent enough for me. Now, Devontae, you can see he's at 59.6 on a 55. That's not good enough. This Detroit game is what the hell. You go here. AJ Brown popped off last 2 weeks. Yeah, he's been doing good. But the Chargers pass defense is 4, so I don't want to take receivers. So I'm going to take both of them off. At least you got to see them. And Barkley receiving. Chargers are 11th in rush defense. That's receiving yards. Where's the rush receiving combo? There we go. See, Barkley, what is this season? This is his whole season off of a Madden cover. He didn't get hurt. He just got obliterated by just not being good. Like, and then you can blame your line all you want. No, this is you, dude. This is you not performing. Clearly, you're supposed to be the stud. You were putting up, look at last year. This man was putting up 300, 200. What happened? That's a Madden curse. I don't care. You ain't got to be hurt for a curse to hit. I'm sorry. So this is terrible. This is absolute garbage. That's what it is. So no thanks. So and Jalen Hurts rushing. How about Jalen Hurts for a touchdown? They're going to push away in. They might do it. So we took a couple of those start the year. Let's see. ATT touchdown. Where's right there? Second one. Anytime touchdown. 2025. Yeah, it was great the first 3 weeks, but now it's a little all over the place. It's almost like you can't trust it. So I am not touching that either. We're going to stick with Dicker as the only prop in this one. So let's go back here. Now let's take a side to total. Let's not be scared. Let's do something. So based on this, I think I'm gonna go under 42 because I don't trust either team to do anything offensively. You know what I'm saying? So under 42.5. I'm gonna do that. And let me change the font so I can see it. So under 42.5. And who do I think wins the game? It I part of me wants to take the Chargers, really does, because I think they're gonna be able to run a little bit. That pass defense is nasty. They could it's at home. It's 62 degrees. It's not raining, so give me the Chargers, but I'm gonna bump it. It's at 2.5. I'm gonna be that person that bumps it to 3. I know you shouldn't do that. I don't care. It's my money. I do what I want with it. You do what you want. So I'll take. I'm just buying insurance on a push potential. That's all I'm doing. So I'm gonna take LAC +3. I can see this being a field goal game. So give me Chargers at home under 42. Dicker the prop, and then we're gonna move on to the NBA. All right, well, welcome to the NBA part of the video. We have 3 games on the slate. You can see the 3 before you. Let me go ahead and clean up NFL a little bit so we can get I don't need the depth charts anymore. Go away. And let me get NBA set up. So move the tabs around where they need to be. Get some refreshes in there. Good stuff. So let's see, NBA right there. That's NHL. Slide it over. Yeah, good stuff. So we got our 3 games. Let's start with the first one. It is going to be looks like Sacramento and Indiana. So let me go ahead and see. It is Indiana -3.5 at home with a 235.5. Let's pop over to our sheets. We see the numbers. We can see what's happening. 6-17, 5-18, not good. 7v24 is good. That's the only thing I'm really seeing here that stands out. So Indiana inside scoring. Indiana, I don't know, Indiana period, maybe. They're -3.5 at home. I can see them winning at home, but don't love it. But yeah, they should be able to shoot the score inside the arc pretty easily. Outside is pretty even. Cancels out, cancels out, cancels out. Advantage Indiana. There's nothing else really standing out there. So let's go ahead and look at some lineups, if we will. So we go to lineups, and while we're doing this, yesterday, I know people like recaps. Obviously, I'm doing a weird video, so did well yesterday. It was all good. The only ones that went bad was, I believe, I don't know how OKC keeps on just crushing. They can throw 7 fans out there and then win by 30. I don't know. It's got to be coaching, plays, something. I don't know. Utah ain't that bad, no. So yeah, other than that, all the other plays, but like one was right, I think, too. So we had a good day in the NBA. Every sport was good except college. College basketball was actually red, which it happened slightly red. Every other sport was green, which is nice. So let's go match details. Let's go match up and scroll down so we can see. Here is your lineup, supposedly. Obviously, things could change, but you can see your injuries for Sacramento. You got Indiana, and then you got their injuries over here, a much longer list. So based on this, Murray's questionable. Siakam scoring inside would match up with the Indiana 50%, the number 7 ranking versus 24. Because who's going to guard Siakam? Hell, I would say who's going to guard Huff, but Huff's going to sit in the corner and shoot threes. That's what he does. So it'd be Siakam on the inside. So let's go look at his props and see if we got anything good over here. So again, outlier. Link in the pin comment. Go get it. It's there. So we want this to be not this one. We want NBA now. Thank you. Let's hit a refresh. Make sure we got the crispiest lines. And bang, there we go. Kings Pacers up. There we go. So we have our 5 games, and look who popped up first. Huff and Siakam. We'll look at Huff first. And we'll look at Westbrook, sure. And Siakam's one I've been talking about. So points, rebounds, because I don't think he's going to pass the ball much. You don't need to. So Huff has been balling out a little bit. You see points. It's mainly 3s, though, I believe, with him. Not so much the last 2 games. He's been doing a little bit different. So you could say this, that Denver game, they shut him down real quick. So I don't know about that. Westbrook, very consistent, 21 on a 21, basically. Can't trust that. Siakam, 32 on a 34. His average is very consistent. So if I don't take this, that's going to be nothing in this game. So I'm going to take him for this because we're basically going to assume that going on this, that he's not going to have much competition in the way, basically, is what I'm saying. Because DeRozan ain't going to stop him. And whoever's going to play, if Murray plays, he's going to be banged up. If not, yeah, let's go for this. I'll risk it. Let's check PR rates too. See how his assists are doing. Yeah, he's not getting many assists. He had 10 and 36 and 10 last game. So yeah, we'll go points, rebounds. We'll chase this one. I'm gonna try to get at least 1 play per game in this one. So Siakam over 32, 32.5 PR. Just PR. We don't want the PR. We don't want the A, just PR. And we can grab, I can't use FanDuel, but I can use no big 135. Oof. All right. It's a little pricey, but we'll go for it. And let's move on to game number 2. Moving on to game number 2 is going to be Minnesota and Phoenix. And currently we got Minnesota 10.5 at home with 223.5. We pop over here, we look at the numbers. And Phoenix's defense is absolute trash going up against 8-2. This is Minnesota. They're at home. They're shooting great. Literally 8th and 2nd. 2v30, 8v30. And then they're better on defense here. Only thing is even a push is going to be 2s. Yeah, this is Minnesota all day. Now on top of it, isn't Booker still hurt? We'll see. Or out. See if he is. If he's not, that's going to be nice. It's going to be, yeah, Booker's not even in there. So Booker's still out with the groin injury. And then Brooks is questionable as well with a left ankle sore. Can you even see it? Like where you can see it? There you go. You can see, yeah, left ankle soreness. Yep, there's the stuff. Minnesota, everybody's there. Good stuff. Minnesota should win this game by 30. Good. I'm taking Minnesota already by 10.5. I'll take the 10.5. Let's go look and see if there's any props to add to it, though. So goodbye, Siakam. Change you over to this one. And let's see, we have a bunch of stuff. A lot of Dante DiVincenzo, huh? Why do we have so much DiVincenzo? Why is his line lower? See, I get a little concerned when I see these, like, all these Minnesota players, and all this tells me the lines have been lowered because they think it's a blowout too. Maybe. So you can take any of these if you want to. I'm not. I'm going to stick strictly with Minnesota whooping ass. Simple as that. Minnesota by 10.5 next. Game 3, last game, best game, who knows? Spurs Pelicans, not the best game. His currently Spurs by 9.5 on the road with a 236.5. That's a high ass total for this game, isn't it? Are the defenses that bad in this game? Oh, yes, they are. Yep, they're combining for 250. 250 with some good offense, and we got some hella pace. 236, yes, please. That's what I'm taking, probably over, because just because they're bad don't mean they can't score, because damn it, they can score. They just can't finish. They can't win, and they can't stop anybody. 3 and 21, man, that is hilarious. Let's go look at the whatchamacalls, and we want to go lineup so we can see it, and go bang and down Fox Castle's back, huh? Questionable, huh? With the left hip strain. Cornet is actually back with ankle soreness. And then you see the rest. And then in New Orleans, Fears, Murphy, Herb, Bay, and Queen. So let's go look at props. I don't think I want any of these props. Just saying. Again, it's gonna be a lot of green on here. You can see I'm not trusting Castle because he just got back. He's coming back. I need to see a few games of him before I decide how he's doing because he's been out for a minute. I don't like taking Julian. Yeah, Castle 27, 26 PRA. No, I'm good. Show me how you've been doing. Bay has been all right. He didn't hit last time, so I'm a little salty about it, but his line has dropped again. So we'll look at Bay real quick just to see. Because he hit last time, did he? Yeah, he barely missed. He had 25. I took him at like, I think he was up like 27 because he's been balling out. Now they dropped it back down. Of course they did. So nah, 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 nah. We're gonna follow the sheet. We're gonna follow the numbers. And since they're giving up 250 and they're scoring 240, 3-ish, yeah, we're gonna take this over 236. Over 236.5. Is that what it is? Yeah, I can get that. So over 236. So that gives me a beautiful, well, 3 plays. 3 plays in 3 games. Easy stuff. So that's NBA. Let's go ahead and bounce on over to the NHL now. Now, don't leave yet. I know some of you are here. So you never click on the NHL videos. And I know, I get it. You're like, I don't watch NHL. Why would I bet it? You're missing out. The lines are easier to hit in NHL for some reason. I don't know why they just are because it's less popular. We know this. So you can ask people in the comments, ask them how NHL goes. We hit so many plus money odds. We can do chases here. It's nice. Like I can have an entire card of like 10 plays in a day because there's so many potential plays of pluses and I can hit like 7 of them. It's happened more than one day here easily. So it's fun. So just stick around. It's only 5 games. It's quick. You'll see. And then we'll do college basketball and you'll see how that goes too. So there's only 5 games, very simple stuff. So let's go ahead and jump on over to the first game. It's going to be Tampa and Toronto. Tampa is a slight favorite. Think of it like baseball. Very, very slight favorite. 113 on the money line. We rarely look at the puck line or the run line if you're a baseball person. So 5.5 total. Simple stuff. We go to our spreadsheets. We look at them. Same situation as all the other sports. We look at how many points get scored. We look at shots on goal, and that's about it. I'll look at. Some people use the rest of this data. I'm updating some of this because I found some more information. I found a new source of information I updated last night. So yeah, got some good stuff coming. Good stuff. We're going to be breaking down how many goals per period here soon. So, like, do you want to take goals in the second period over 1.5? Yeah, it's going to be on this. It's going to be on here soon. Don't worry. So, what do you see here? Tampa takes a lot of shots on goal, 33 per game, and Toronto's giving up 32.4. And all this is in the last 5 games. So, but you can still see home and away, just like the other sports. Same setup, easy. So, Toronto scores. Both teams have great defense, so we're not going to take a total here. We're not going to look at over under. If anything, we're going to take Tampa shots on goal versus that Toronto defense. So let's go ahead and check out our goalies. Let me hit a refresh, make sure they're fresh too. Pop over here. This is lineup experts. They're pretty cool. They show everything. So we got our goalies. Here we go. Tampa. We got Jonas going out there. Let's click on space. And we go to game log and we see he's given up 1-4, 1-3, 5 in his last 5 outings. You can see how far they went back to mid-November. That's average. Yeah, the 5 and the 1 and the 4 and the 1 cancel out. 3 is about what you're going to get average. So let's go to Dennis. Who would be 10204? Yeah, that dude's good. He's given up 3 goals in 4 games. That is impressive, good sir. Very impressive. So now you can see fantasy points. That tells you how many saves, how much did he actually play? Yeah, see, yeah. 1 goal and 33 saves is amazing. 2 and 33 is pretty good. So yeah, we got the stuff there. So what we need to do is say, okay, when we want shots on goal, we need to go look at props. Let's go do that. Outlier for the 3rd time. Go click the link in the description. Stop making me say it. We know it's there. You know you want to. It's there. So let me go ahead and let me get rid of this and let's refresh for the crispiest updated lines again. And we swap over to Tampa and the Maple Leaves. And here we go. Not much there. So you're like, what are we looking at? Because some of you have never done hockey a day in your life. And you're sitting there kind of like, what do I do here? I don't know. Well, we're keeping it simple. We're going shots on goal. See? Now I said we're going Tampa shots on goal, but that will be Brendan, Mr. Hagel Bagel here. So, hey, and you can see him. You can see our blocks. You can see everything here. It's real easy once you figure it out. I didn't do it until last year for the first time, actually consistently betting. I dabbled a little bit. When I first started betting NHL every single day, I was like, oh, that's cool. So then you watch them and they get to fighting, literally throwing punches. Yeah, so good. So look, Brandon shots on goal. 4.4 is his average. He's averaging 4.4. The line's 3.5. It's plus 125. 5.5. He had an off day. He felt like passing. It was up to him. And then he had 7 and 5. You're going to have days like this where he's average, but then he took a day off. He's just like, whatever. Could he hit? Could he do this again? Sure. But based on his 2025, he hits this often. You can tell. So we're going to chase this here over 3.5, um, because 4.4 is basically one away, and I can get it for plus 116 because I can't use FanDuel Caesars. I'm in Florida, you know this. So I use ones I can use in Florida, and Novig 116 is the best one I can take. So let me pop over here, and we're going to take HAGL over 3.5 shots on goal for plus one. What did I say it was? Oh, I went blank. 116. So there we go. Already got a plus odd play we could chase. So because if he does what he's been doing, if he does his average, we're going to get hit with a plus 116. Beautiful stuff. Let's move on to the next game. Game number 2 is going to be Los Angeles and Utah. Why does it say the Mammoth? Let me fix that. May fix that. Can't be having that happen. So Los Angeles, Utah. Currently, it is, they're still using the old logo still. You got to fix that. It is based at Pick'em, slightly into Utah with a 6.5. Let's go to our sheets, take a look, swap this over to Ute, and we can see the numbers. Two teams have great defense in the last 5 games. They're both giving up combined 4.2. Their average of scoring, nothing good on the over-under there. 17 v 9, 22 v 12. Again, unders potentially, but they're nothing strong enough for me to really want to consider this game. So let's go over here, look at our goalies to see if there's any clear advantages. Darcy's going out there. Darcy, you see goalie rate 9. Now, this side is focused heavily on the fantasy side. So your rankings are going to be based on fantasy plays mainly. So, but still, we can use that as correlation to how good they've been doing because we can see their box score. That's all I care about. So 0-2-2-4-1. And if you know anything about hockey, Darcy's pretty good. We like Darcy. He's good. So Carroll's up and down. He was rough for a little bit, but then lately he's been awesome. 4-1-3-0-1. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, 6 saves, 3 goals. That was a bad game for him, but 27-0, 31-1. Yeah, he's been nasty the last couple of weeks. So December's been his month. So we got 2 awesome goalies. We have 2 awesome defenses, 2 average offenses. Our total sitting at 6.5. I almost want to go under because of that. So you see, they're giving up a combined 4.2. They're scoring a combined 5.6. Our total is literally sitting on 6.5 right now. But under is 169. Nice. And that's a large. I don't go anything over 150 in hockey. I just don't. So I can't take that. You could take it if you want. I just don't do it. So let's go find a prop, maybe, shall we? I doubt we're gonna find a prop, but you never know. Yeah, I knew we are gonna. Yeah. All right, we'll open all 3. I'll show you all 3 of them. So we got point, shots on goal, shots on goal. So shot on goal for Fiala, 2.5 on a 3.4, almost qualifies, minus 110. Could take this if you wanted to. Utah does have the 9th best shot on goal defense in the last 5 games at 26.2. If you want to go Clark, you can go 1.5 on a 2.4. Again, almost qualifies, minus 110. Same story. You can take either one of them, or you could go Trevor Moore for a point. But then again, you're going against these goalies, and you just saw how good Utah's goalie is. I showed you. We don't take points against good goalies. We just don't do that because that is a losing proposition more often than not. So when I have no props, when I have nothing to play, the only thing I would even consider taking would be the under 6.5, which would be crazy. Let's see, under 5.5. I might chase the under 5.5. There's only 5 games. Let's do it. Alt total how about under 6, just pure 6. Can I get a better number? Under 6 at 138. I can do that. Let's do that. I'm down for that. So we're going to alt line it. We're going to go under 6, and that's going to be for minus 138. If you want to go 5.5, you could get it for a minus 107, which is probably the better line anyway. But I'm going to stick with 6. I like that because I can get that. I have that book. So under 6, moving on. Next. Game number 3 is going to be who? Let me see. It's going to be Calgary hosting Buffalo. Pick them basically with a 5.5. Let's come over here and look. We can see offenses are terrible. 2.4 and 2.2 goals per game. Defense for Calgary is good. Buffalo is just there, 2v14. So Buffalo likes a lot of shots on goal, but they're just not making any. So, hey, that's fine with me. Just take all the shots you need to. So Buffalo shots on goal or just Calgary to win because of their defense. That's the only 2 options I can consider. Let's go over here and look. And let's see. Calgary is, where the hell's Calgary? There, right there. UPL's going out there for Buffalo, maybe. We see 3-1-3-1-3. He's that's what he does. That's him, all right. And then we got Wolf. Wolf is going out there with a 0-1. Dude just giving up 3 goals, 2 goals in 3 games. 11, 26, and 27 is impressive. Damn, Dustin. Good job, good sir. Good job. So let's go ahead and pop over here. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. Yeah, we're not taking anything against Calgary. We want no Buffalo points. I'm not taking Zucker for a goal. I ain't doing assists. I know. Now, we're going to look at Nasm here for a point against Buffalo, potentially, because Buffalo's defense is 3.4. UPL is If we get him on the 3 instead of the 1, it's gonna be good, so but you see, the only thing there's nothing good here. They're all 60s. The only thing I would even consider would be a green, and that's Buffalo points. So we have no props here for real. We have no props. So what do we do here? What do we do here? Nothing. This is actually gonna we have no green props. We have nothing to look at. We have shots to go for Buffalo, but I didn't see anything here. I mean, we could look at like Josh Norris. We could see maybe some Rasmus, maybe some Alex. We got a couple, we got some 60s down here we can potentially look at just to see. We're chasing now. We're stretching the limits a little bit. See what we do. 1-5 on a 2. Mostly is going to be a no, but we always look to be safe. 2-5 on a 3-2, potentially. Because it is Rasmus. We know what he does. Plus 117 might be a fun little chase. He does have the boom bust potential that you look for. You want the boom, obviously. So we'll zoom back out. Last 10, he's at 2.8. Last 20, you can see he does get it sometimes, but you might get a 0 from him good often too. So he's more likely to get a 5 or a 0 than anything else. So it's going to be hit or miss. You can tell real quick. If you're at 0 in the second period, you might be a 0 the rest of the game because that's how he is. Yeah, I don't know if I want to take this. Like, that's the whole year. Whole year he does this. So it's a weird day. Let's be weird. Let's be a little weird. Let's go Dolan over 2.5 shots on goal for that plus 117. I want to chase the plus. It's fun. It's fun stuff. So that's his last 5. A 4, a 4, a 5, and then a 2 and a 1. Just give me 3. You haven't done 3. Get you a 3. That's all I need for plus 117. Let's move to the next game. Moving on to game number 4. It's going to be Vancouver and Detroit. Detroit. Let's see. It is Detroit 117 with a 5.5 total. We pop over here, look at the numbers. Offense versus Detroit's defense is like, yeah, we're good. You better score goals because we're going to give them goals. So 29 v 32, something's going to give here. And then 14 v 13, Detroit is probably still going to score. Doesn't matter. So 6 v 6, 28. The only thing that stands out is Detroit's offense should have some success against that Vancouver defense, which is average at best. So to our schedules. Let's see. Statistically, Cam's going out there. Let's see what Cam's up to. 5-2, 5-4-3. Cam's not been good lately. Cam's had a rough year. So, yeah, Detroit's defense being 4.4 makes complete sense. Kevin's going out there now. 3-3-2-5-4. Very consistent around 3. So, over could be a play here, especially Detroit. It's 5.5. Over at 5.5 is minus 154. You see this? Yeah, they clearly think it's going to go over too. So, it should be 6.5. So, can I get another 6 and go over? Let's take a look. Can I do that? Alt total. I'll do it again. Don't tempt me. Alt total 6. Where's it at? 6 over 6 minus 124. That's a potential play. Let's go look at props though first. Let's go look see if we have any good props. Cause I'll take an over 6. Care? Care? Let's see. Next, we have a handful of potentials. Let's just open up all these and see if anything looks good. Because the points might be a thing. This dude's got goals in 4 out of 5 games. Damn, that's good. Connor, shots on goal, 3-2 on a 2-5 at plus 105. Could. He's so consistent, though. I don't know. We'll leave it there. See if we find anything better. Quinn, 2-5 on a 2-8 is not good enough. We need something closer. We need 3+. Kane, points, 1.2. He's had some points. It's 140, though. It's pricey. Yeah, he could hit this, but 140? I'm not trying to pay that. I'm trying to pay, like, plus, 110 or even fine, minus 105, 140. I don't do that too often, so let's get rid of that. Kane plus 120. We are looking, yeah, if anything, I want Vancouver points against Detroit's just beautiful defense. Maybe that one. Maybe. I don't want your goals. Go away. Shots on goal for you. 3-8 on a 1.5 for 145. Now, sometimes you see lines and it's like, whoa, 1.5. I can get that dude is like doubling the line plus some, and he's just crushing out here. It's all recent data too. So I'm gonna take Sherwood. I'm gonna do 2 plays. We're gonna double dip our chip on this game. That's what we're gonna do. So first off, I am gonna take that over 6 ball we saw over there for the plus or the minus, let's see, minus 124. If I type it minus 124, I'm gonna take the over 6, but I'm also gonna take the Sherwood play. It's 145, but it's so nice. So I try not to do it, but sometimes you look at a line, it's like, yeah, how the hell does this not hit? How does this not hit? We're about to find out. Over 145. Taking that. We're moving on. Next. All right. Last game is going to be Minnesota and Seattle. And you can currently see it is Minnesota 124 with a 6.5. Pop over here. Look at the sheet. And we can see abysmal offense all around. 1.8 per team. That's a 3-6 combined. But they're giving Seattle's defense is so bad. They're giving up. That comes out to a 6.8. That is a hell of a range in NHL. 20v30. Minnesota gives up a lot of shots on goal. This game is cheeks at the highest extent. Let's go look at some goalies. Who's Philip? Can you save us? 32302. Maybe that's pretty good. That's a little bit above average. And Joey has been 454. Joey, what are you doing, guy? What are you doing? You weren't that bad. You are now, but you weren't that bad up until like all last year and now. So let's get rid of all these. Let's change this up. I mean, what can we go for here? Can we chase? We have like none. We have Spurgeon for blocks and we have Montour for points. I mean for shots. 2-2. That looks good, but 1-5. I want this to be a 2-5. 2-2 is not good enough. I need more. I need a little more, boom. So none of that. More cushion, if you will. Montour, he had a 0 here, then a 6-4, 3-4, -110, 3-4. You could take this. I think I'm gonna take this, because what else would you take in this one? So, because I don't want none of this. I'm be real. So Montour over 2.5 shots on goal. We're gonna take that for -110. That's at FanDuel. I can't use FanDuel, but I can use Hard Rock 110. Nice, beautiful. So there we go. That's enough plays for NHL. We are done with the NHL. Let's make sure. Schedule. Yep. Tomorrow we have these. We have a bigger slate tomorrow. So done with NHL. Let's bounce over to college hoops. All right, time for some college hoops now. You see, this is a short slate, so like this is gonna be really quick. And if you haven't watched college hoops before, we don't do like the other ones. We kind of just pop over the spreadsheet. We just roll through each game on the spreadsheet and then talk about them. It's more of a conversation part. So 6 games. This will go a couple minutes tops, maybe. So first game is Lafayette and Penn. Currently, that spread is looking at 5.5. Offenses are terrible in this game from 2. There's only 365 teams in college. Remember that. There are only 2 teams worse from inside the arc than Lafayette. They are shooting 39% from 2. They're almost shooting better from 3. Why? At this point, Lafayette would do better not shooting 2s at all and shoot nothing but 3s. And they probably would win more games. I'm pretty sure they would. So this game is a no for me. I think not. No. Charleston Southern, NC State. See, here's a game that we. So Charleston Southern, you see the stats are way better than 0-9. South Carolina State is having a rough season. Of course, when you play all your games on the road, it's going to be rough overall. You're going around getting them paychecks. Good job. You need them. So, Charleston Southern's only a 9.5 point favorite. What? Why? Yeah, that versus that alone's worth like 5 points. That's worth like a couple points. This is worth a couple points. This is worth a couple points. Yeah, I'm taking Charleston Southern easily in this one. So let me go over here and let's go. Just see Charles. So minus 9.5 at home. I'm down for that one. Sure. Let's move on to the next game. It's going to be Southern Miss and Grambling, my favorite school, because it sounds like gambling. I love that. So they are below average at a lot of things and then bad at some things. Southern Miss is actually pretty above average and it's really good at some things. So this is Southern Miss slightly. They're at home too. So Southern Miss by anything less than like anything single digits, I'll probably take Southern Miss. And it is Southern Miss by 7.5. I will take Southern Miss. So Miss minus 7.5. I shall trust that. Thank you. Moving on to Texas, the Longhorns versus Southern. Oh, this is going to be a big spread regardless. Texas by 20.5. That's it. Interesting. Southern is losing their last 5 games by an average of 20 points. The spread is 20, ironically, or coincidentally. Texas is winning their games by 12. At home, they're winning by 16. You can see they're 7. Like, Southern's not a bad shooting team. They're actually very fast. The tempo's going to be crazy in this game. Very high tempo, very high points. Our total sitting at 155. That's what I want. I want the over 155 in this game. Over 155.5. Give me points, please, because I don't see how this game doesn't hit like 170, 180. Texas should score 100. Southern might score 70 by themselves. Still lose by 30, but easily cover that 155. So, yep. Moving on quickly. We have 3 plays in 4 games. That's crazy. K-State and Mississippi Valley Hidden Ranch State. Yeah. They won. Yeah, this is disgusting. K-State's not good at hoops. I don't care. Like, what are these numbers, K-State? You are a power program. You're supposed to be good. You can't be putting up 330 and 315 defenses and facing Mississippi Valley with a spread of 37.5. Now, am I going to be brazen enough to take Mississippi Valley State on the road plus 37? Hell no. Hell no. I'm leaving that alone. Y'all have fun with that one. And last game of the day is going to be Incarnate Word versus Nolans. And Nolans is not good at basketball anymore. They're 2-7. They lost 6. You can see how they're not good. Incarnate Word defenses and 3-point shooting is going to be great. If they can hit their shots, good luck. It's going to be a rough one. IW is -1.5 on the road. Based on all of this versus this, I'm gonna take IW. And the fact that I want to do a little gambling. Let's do a little bit of gambling. IW -1.5. I'm down for that. There were 6 games in college. I took 4. If you watch college every day, you know how rare that is. I can get 60 games and barely get 10. So 4 out of 6, that's a 66%. Beautiful. So back to our schedule. That's it. Let's get smart real quick. You know what? It's Monday. I didn't do a challenge question, so now I gotta do one. And I don't know. I'm just feeling generous today. I'm feeling like giving away stuff. So hey, guess what? If you made it to this point in the video, and more if you showed up today, because it's such a light day of sports. I know a lot of people just take the day off. You showed up, you watched this entire video through. One, I appreciate you. Two, I'm gonna reward you a little bit. So hey, guess what? Free bonus entry for you. ABCD. Every question's right. I don't care what answer you put. You're right no matter what. If you comment the ABC, you get a bonus entry. If you comment in general, you get an entry for that too. So there you go. Appreciate you being here. That's it. Tomorrow in hoops is going to be, ooh, we got ranked matchups, beautiful stuff. Yeah, good stuff overall. Not a big slate, still better than today. Obviously, we got Florida, UConn. Hell yeah. Illinois and Ohio State. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. So that is it. I'm done with everything. So I hope you enjoyed this combo video, if you will, because it was all sports. I will be back tomorrow. We will go back to our usual schedule program of doing things. Let's see. College hoops will be a nice big video. Let's take a look. NFL, we'll be back on Thursday. Let's take a peek at next week while we're at it. Atlanta Tampa is on Thursday, so I'll do a video Thursday for that game. NBA tomorrow is going to be a short slate. I don't know how I'm going to do two. I might just combine basketball and do a video, NBA and college. I might do it that way. I don't know yet. So, or I might just do like a Tuesday, Wednesday NBA video. I might do it that way because none of these teams are playing again. It looks like, yeah, that might be the way to go. So, and then NHL tomorrow is a bigger slate as well. 3, 6, 10 games on the slate. So that works. And then college is big. So anyways, appreciate being here. Check out Better Bay if you want the plays typed out for every single sport. You want access to the spreadsheets for every sport, or you just want to come join the chat. We chatted up. They're doing soccer parlays right now this morning because that's what they do. Crazy stuff. So I appreciate being here. Drop a like, subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow for some more sports overall. Peace.